Hey gamers, we are back. We are back with this test game. It's a demo right now. It's called SolarPunk, and I am really loving this. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a world tour and see what we come up with. Hello, Frank. How's it going? I should call you Francis. I'm sorry. Sorry. You're the egg kind, right? Yeah. Look, he turned his back on me. Sorry. I thought we'd give a little bit of a world tour, Schlunk, and show you a little bit about this game. This game is awesome. I'm really liking it. So let's start with the house. This was the starter house. We got a couple of kilns over here. Yeah, stuff cooking. We got a little decoration. We got some water. Gotta have fresh water. Schlunk. Beehives for wax. That works out really well. And yeah, let's go inside. Come on in. This is our first floor. It's kind of sparse. Look at the bees flying around. I don't think I'd like that in real life. It's kind of sparse, but I'll show you why later on. I love this little nook. This little nook is awesome. This is a demo mode, so not all of the decorations are available quite yet. No, gotta fill that up. So that's why things are a little bit sparse. Otherwise, I put some carpet in here and yada. But this is the first floor. Let's go up. Second floor. This is kind of a, I don't know what you call this, a work office? What do they call those? Where you work, a loft sort of thing? I don't know. It escapes me. I can't remember. This is where, yeah, we do some stuff. And then this is the third floor where we sleep, blah blah. Now you might ask yourself, why did I do a 3-story house like this? Well, because the original purpose was just to get up the hill, to access this area up here. So I thought, instead of having just a pair of ugly stairs, why don't we build a house that goes up, right? View up here is amazing. I love it. And 5 stars to the aesthetics of this game. It really is awesome. Okay, so we've got our little launch pad, and we'll take a ride on that here in a little bit. Then we've got a little bit of a garden area, and we've got our wind generator. Now, total disclosure, I live off-grid, IRL, and this kind of a setup with the solar or the wind generator right by the trees would never work. So put that there, but I like the way it looks, you know. I do like the way it looks. Come over here, blah. Okay, we got a little bit going on here. I'm kind of up in the air. I want to put something over here in a little bit, but this is the demo mode, so I didn't really want to go all in, right? I wanted to leave a little bit of open space to do things later on. I'm really itching to build something else, but I thought I'd pause and goof around a little bit. Yeah, these would not work in real life. The reason why you don't see so many wind generators anymore is because wind gusts. Wind generators work best when the airflow is steady. Anytime there's a gust, let's say you went from 3 miles an hour to 5 miles an hour, that's a pretty significant jump. And the hardware and the software, as I understand it, would have a little bit of a difficulty jumping to that next level. So in other words, your wind generator is going to turn off every time a gust of wind changes the speed. And of course, with trees swaying back and forth, that causes all kinds of wind gusts. So yeah, planting trees by a wind generator is a bad idea. We'll take a ride in here in a little bit on that, but let's go back downstairs. More water. You got to put these everywhere because you cannot have enough fresh water. Can't get past the door. Should have made that better. And we're in. Back down. This game, if I had to sum up this game in one word, it would be chill. If I had to sum it up in 2 words, it'd be super chill. This game is awesome. If you have had a rough day and you want to detox, this is the game. If you're looking for an adrenaline boost, it's probably not going to happen. But if you're looking to detox, this is your game. All right, so we put these in here, and I love these things. Let's see. Let's pour out some water. Where is it? Okay, and we're going to fill this up. I love the animation on this. Oh, we got it. Let's refill it. She goes down. Love this artwork. The whole aesthetics of this game is amazing. 5 stars to the developers. Stick. Nice little animation. Yeah, so we got crops growing up here. No big deal. I don't think these are going to be here long term. I think I'm going to put a chicken coop in. More water, decoration, and then in we go here. This was just a fun little project. Wasn't really sure what to do with it. I wanted it open, right? I didn't want this to be a house. I wanted this to be kind of a work area. And it also gives me a neat little way to get down over here, right? So we've got a little bit of an area we can chill out and relax, hanging off the edge, right? Got some little candles that lights it up at night, which is pretty cool. Then we got a stairway access. I can't get rid of this bush. I don't know. Back down over to here. So we got a new part of the island. This is going to be, I could see in the demo video, they had like fishing going on in here. That's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Some more beehives. I got another beehive up there because you can't have too many candles. This started out as just something kind of fun. I had an idea, throwing back to the Minecraft era. I wanted to put a mega build on it because I was having so much fun. I thought, what better place to put it than on the very bottom of the island, right? We'd come down here. If I can finally get down here. This was a chore, by the way. But it turns out you can only build so far out away from the island, and it gives you an error. So it's too far away from the island. Matter of fact, I'll show you, like on this plant over here. Can I have that? Ah, not that one! Schlunk. Okay, let's build. I'm gonna put the floor back, because, yeah, schlunk. And if I put this right here, see how it says too far away from the island? I can't put it all the way in the corner like I wanted to, so I gotta come out just a little bit. Oh, I think I broke it. Yeah. Uh-oh. See, I went and done it. Right there is working? We'll take it. We'll take it. It was a little bit of a trick to try and figure out how to get these plants in here and just kind of break up the monotony of it. But I can tell you, as somebody who lives off-grid in real life, sometimes it's nice to get away. You think, oh, you're already away, right? Yeah, but your office still has the signs of work in it. So instead of putting what I wanted to put down here, which would have been a significant mega build, I basically have a getaway. A little getaway nook. I can walk around here. It's up out of view of all the other stuff. I thought that was a really awesome idea. Really like it. Be nice if I could hang something off of that. But it is, you gotta admit, the aesthetics or the feel that the developers were going for is amazing. I love the whole island concept. If I was to ever win the lottery, which is probably not going to happen since I don't buy lottery tickets, I would definitely buy an island, preferably one out in the Great Lakes area. Something with fresh water and seasons. That would be a lot of fun. Just get away. You don't have to worry about neighbors. You don't have to worry about neighbors' pets digging in your garden. Blah, 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 blah. Neighbors burning things. Neighbors shooting things. So let's go back up. Yeah, this was a little bit of a challenge to put in, but it was worth it. Totally worth it. But the mega build, actually, the idea behind the mega build was I was going to have some tables and a few kilns, and the idea would be it would be an area for feasting, right? So one day out of the year, friends and family would come over, and we would celebrate, sort of a holiday. That's the way down for that. Grab some more of this. Schlunk. We have another area over here. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. That would be prime for food production or something else. And I'm desperately wanting to put another building in here. But in real life, you need a significant area for food production. How comes that's empty? Not rained recently? So instead, right now we've got our tree farms going all the way up here. just lines and lines of trees because you can't have too much lumber in this game if you build everything out of. Plunk. All right, so let's go back down. Yeah, this game is super chill. Then over here, at some point in the demo, you get this little drill gizmo, and it harvests material for you. Plunk? Yeah, I'll take it. Which is awesome. I love this. What I don't like about this is the looks. I desperately want to put a covering and a surface area around it, make it a little prettier, if you will. But I have some suggestions on the solar panels, and we'll get back to that in a little bit. But this was always scaring me. This whole area was scaring me because I was convinced I was going to fall off. I don't know how many times I ran down that hill and I was like, ah! Got some storage in here, blah, 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 blah. Got something to drink? Yes. Here we go. Oh, we probably should eat food. Food, we're done. Then you go, get this out of here. I don't like that. Up. Walking around with a hammer in my hand. This was the original garden I put in. Again, with the wonderful wells. I love these wells. And this was my first stairway going up. And that's kind of what prompted. I didn't like the way this looked. It's too much of an eyesore. But I needed to get to this wreck for some parts. This is another great area you can put some stuff on. I'm not sure, though, what I would put on it. If I would put food production or if I put animal housing. But I didn't like the way this looked. It's just kind of an eyesore. It's a way up, right? But I just didn't like the looks of it. Which is what prompted the house on the other side. We built the house. Basically around the stairs. So, yeah, so there we got that. And you know what? While we're at it, let's go up. Yeah, still don't remember how to get over here. Francis, get your butt up the hill. You're going to get lost. You know, in real life, I would be terrified of losing them over the edge. I'm not the smartest creatures. All right, let's go up. And here we go. We will take a ride on the balloon. Hello? This balloon is, believe it or not, is actually kind of tough to navigate. I'm having a hard time with the controls on it. I don't know why. It just seems to want to be the opposite of what I'm doing. So here's a little bit of a bird's eye view of the farm. Let's stop it here for a second. Over. So I love that little icon that tells you where the balloon is supposed to go. That's really helpful when you get out of ways. So there's the main house. This is our little, I don't know what you call this, work loft. Stairway down. I really like this. Wish I had a little more character to it. I think I could do better on that regard. And then let's cruise on over. Here are the stairs going down to our getaway. Our out of sight getaway. Take a look. That was a lot of fun, actually. All right, let's go over. I wanted to show you guys something. Come on. Okay, that's perfect. Tells you where you're supposed to go. Down. Okay, you're gonna hit this at Mach 5. I can see that already. Yeah, so navigating was a bit of a challenge for me. Let's go in. E. It's not very intuitive for me. I love this. This is awesome. I want to incorporate that into my build. If you can see, they've got carpets on the floor. They've got a whole bunch of stuff hanging stuff, like the light stuff, like the signs. There's a whole lot more in this game, and it's coming. So I purposely left things a little bland, a little empty. Look at this. Yeah. I would love to put this kind of a window in too. That would be awesome. Like, I don't know what this is. What is this? Forester bot, battery, automatic. Yeah, see, there's a whole slew of stuff coming. In the windmill, they've got one that actually extends. Right here, sky turbine. Now this, theoretically, would be a lot better than the windmill. Because you can get up above any gusts that are caused by the airflow over the island. And since you have a long cable, that would actually act as a sort of buffer for that. So this theoretically would work. I don't know anybody that has one of these. I do know people that have these, and they're not as good as you think. This one, um, I'm curious to see how that would work. It would be kind of fun. I'm not sure how the drones would respond to it. Transport drone? Don't know what that is yet. Unlock tier 2. Yeah. So there's a whole lot in this game that's coming. What is this? Unlocked and or locked and down. Yeah. So, oh yeah, sheep, right? You guys buy sheep, maybe an extra starship or something. I don't know. This game has tremendous amount of potential. It is going to be a blast. I have every confidence of that. Look at that. All right, let's go back to the island. Yeah, I definitely will not be racing with this. That's ow. Racing with this, that's for sure. So yeah, you got your raspberries, you got wheat, you got cotton at the moment. That seems to be the only crops that you can grow in the demo mode. I don't know if there's more coming or not. Potatoes would be a good one I would recommend. Corn. They had sunflowers shown. We'll have to see how that goes. If I could make a suggestion, one would be, will you allow us to paint these walls? I don't know if that would disrupt the feel of it, and I really dig in the vibe that they've got going on, so that's not as critical as the other suggestion I have, but painting it might offer some more options, right? Might be a little more engaging, I'm not sure. But the big thing that I wanted to push for was what's called agrovoltaics. And that is basically where you're growing crops underneath solar panels. Now, I like how the storm can come along and wreck these, and it does. You'll get storms that come along and it'll wreck the crops. That's pretty realistic. I do like that aspect of it. But I would really like to see where I could put a roof over it. Maybe not enclose it completely like a greenhouse, but put a roof over it and place solar panels on the roof that would allow me to power an irrigator. I can tell you from personal experience, you can grow potatoes very, very easily underneath solar panels. That is not a problem. Point of fact, I got a tree growing underneath one of my solar panels. I would go dig this stupid thing out of there. But yeah, I would love to see agrovoltaics. And that brings me back to the other thing I forgot to say. That would give me the ability to put a platform around this and then power it with solar panels on top of the roof. It would definitely add to the aesthetics. I would like that much, much better. This function is awesome. Aesthetically, it's not so pleasing. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. But that being said, this game is amazing. I think I've got pushing 20 hours in it, and it's a demo. I haven't paid a penny for it. I think I've actually got as many hours in this as I do in Pete, you know? So, yeah, I'm definitely going to... It's on the wish list. I'm absolutely going to buy it when it comes around. I would highly recommend it. It's not going to be your adrenaline rush, but it will be a really great way to detox, right? You just want to... If you've had a bad day and you want to chill out, then... yeah, nothing in it. Then this is the game, right? You're not going to die unless you fall off, which I've done. But, yeah. What do you think, Francis? Pretty good game? Yeah. All right, that is the world tour of this SolarPunk demo. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions or ideas, please leave it in the comments. And yeah, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, we will catch you in the next episode. Bye.